Hi everyone, this is Brooke from Burnley and Trowbridge. Welcome to our blanket stitch tutorial. The blanket stitch is a useful stitch for binding the edges of a blanket, such as what I have here, or the raw edges inside a seam. This stitch can be done in a variety of different ways. It can be done left to right, right to left. You could have the fabric facing you vertically and be working from the bottom to the top or the top down. I prefer to work right to left, and so that's what I'm going to show you today. But you can take the same steps and use them in any direction you wish as you use the stitch. So to start with, you come up from behind the fabric, and I've knotted this heavy wool thread that I'm using. And I'm going to come back around through the same hole and then come through that first loop. This is just to get it anchored in the right place to start off. After you have your thread anchored, you can begin the stitch by coming the same depth in and a little space apart. I usually space between the stitches the same distance that there is from this part of the stitch to the edge of the fabric, leaving your thread half looped as you see here. Coming in to the fabric, coming up from behind, and making sure that this needle passes above your half loop and pulling it through. So to repeat that again, make your half loop, go about this distance over, go through the fabric, come up from behind, making sure your needle is above the loop, and pulling all the way through. You can continue all the way around the blanket or all along the seam that you're binding. Make sure you're pulling the thread tight enough to the edge of the fabric, and you'll notice that the stitch looks just as good on the top side as it does on the bottom. When you're finished with your stitch, to tie it off, you simply come back around from your last stitch that's come through. Come through the front. And tie off your knot in the back. And then I'm going to run it through behind it just one last time. And there you have it. That's the blanket stitch. Thank you for joining us for this tutorial. If you've enjoyed this tutorial, we hope you'll check out our other stitch tutorials, subscribe to our channel, and stay tuned for future content coming soon. Happy sewing!